well, this is it then. Flight from Goa to Gatwick Airport. I'm leaving from the new international airport. Last time I was in Goa 10 years ago, I left from the old airport. It was very small, very run down, but this one is very modern. I think it's only just opened, and it seems that all international flights are either leaving from here or will be leaving from here. My flight was actually changed from the old one to this one, and yeah, it's all seems very nice, very modern, very clean. Not a great deal of duty-free shops, which I'm a bit disappointed with, because I've got like 2.5 hours to sit and wait here, so there's not much to do. But yeah, got the taxi from Panjim. I tried to use the Goa Miles app, but it doesn't accept international cards, which is just ridiculous. So I had to get a private taxi, and I got one for 1,500, so £15. It's a 45-minute journey, so can't really complain at that. He picked me up bang on time at the hostel, and yeah, got me here, no problems, plenty of time. So now I'm just going to sit and wait and make my way back to England. The end of the adventure. Like every other airport, everything's ridiculously expensive. I've got about £10 in rupees, but it barely buys me anything. But I have got myself a chicken sandwich. Look at that. What the hell? Not bad for £4.50. Some pickled vegetables there. Now I've got about 200 rupees left, which basically will buy me like a small chocolate cake, and then I'm done. Well, it's the most security I've ever gone through in an airport. Just had to put my bags through and be searched again on the way onto the plane. Oh, here we are, back in England. Just had an absolute nightmare start. Got off the plane, which arrived bang on time. Took 9.5 hours. Decent flight, apart from the fact that none of the videos, the multimedia things were working. But they're truly back in England now. So yeah, made it all the way to passport control. Couldn't find my passport. Looking through my bag about half a dozen times, couldn't find it anywhere. So I know I got on the plane with it, so I had to go back to the plane, pressing the emergency door buttons to let me go back in. And yeah, found it in the luggage compartment just above. God, what a start back in England. What a knobhead. Don't actually know how I'm going to get from here to Victoria, because the Gatwick Express, as far as I know, they're on strike. I think there's some limited trains, but who knows. I certainly don't fancy getting a bloody taxi. It cost about 200 quid. Well, I know I'm truly back in England now. Bloody Greggs. After 2 years travelling around Europe, Southeast Asia and India, you'd think that it'd be easy coming back to my home country. It's been an absolute nightmare. Obviously I lost my passport and had to go back to the plane, but got that sorted. Then I couldn't find where the baggage reclaim was, because it didn't say Goa, it said the name of the airport, and who bloody knows the name of the airport. And yeah, after all that, I tried the bank, wouldn't accept my card, so I had to try a second card, it would accept that one. And then I went to buy a ticket for the train to Victoria, and it wouldn't accept the card that the bank machine did accept, but it accepted the one that the bank machine didn't accept. So, just ridiculous. This was the part that was feeling the worst because of the strikes, but yeah, just got straight home, and it's barely on it as well. So, right, Victoria Station, here we come. I've just been to Victoria Coach Station and found out that the Flixbus is running, apparently. I was a bit worried because all the other Flixbuses seem to say cancelled, and that would have left me right up shit creek. Anyway, I'm about 15 minutes walk away from Buckingham Palace, so might as well go and have a look. Don't want to walk too far because, as you can see, I've got both my bloody backpacks on. 4 hours until my bus. I've just seen a candy shop, and I could see all the nerds and all that kind of stuff, and I thought they might have sweethearts in there. Sweethearts, if you don't know, are just the greatest candy, and I discovered them when they were selling them in pound shop, and I must have bought hundreds of boxes and never seen them since, apart from one time in Cleethorpes, of all places. And I went in and they've got them. They've bloody got them. But £5 a box. So, not sure about that. I'm really back in England now. Doesn't get any more English than this, does it? Buckingham Palace. If I'd have had the money, I'd have stayed in London for a while and done some vlogging down here. Because when I was planning my trip, before we were allowed to leave the country, I was thinking about vlogging around England and obviously London. And this is my Google Maps of things to go and see in London. So you can see there's plenty to be going out there. But it's just too expensive. Like the cheapest, grottiest hostels are like £30 a night. So I would spend more in a week here than I would a bloody 2 months in India. I need to start making some money somehow. Oh, we're back in England now. Now I don't have any internet, and Google Maps is not really showing me anything, but I do know that just around here it's Westminster, and I'm hoping that I can find Westminster Abbey. That's something else to go and have a look at. Is this it? This has got to be it, hasn't it, surely? Big bugger like that. Westminster Cathedral. I really wish I'd have spent some time in London. But my first few times in London, I really didn't warm to it at all. It was probably my least favourite capital city. But the last time I came here, I loved it. I just wandered around for hours and hours every day, and just, it's an incredible city. Maybe I should have looked into couch surfing or something like that, try and do it on the cheap. It's not a bad old cathedral. The woman over there was just pretending to be a horse. Tried to film her, but took a photo instead. Oh, she's off again. It was inevitable that my travels were going to end up like this. Sat in some grotty doorway to some shop on the streets of London, drinking the cheapest beer I can find. £4.50 for 4 cans. The cheapest ball I could find was a Wetherspoons, and I was tempted, but even that was like £6 for a pint of Carling, so sit on the street. What the hell. Here I am, back in Sheffield. I've now been awake for 28 hours, absolutely shagged out. Final leg of the journey now, just need to go and get a tram and get back home. So here we are then. This is my parents' street. They don't actually know I'm coming back. They have no idea that I'm about to spring up on them. Car's in. I think my mum might be getting ready to go for work, so she's going to get another bloody shock. Come on, breathing.